on Facebook in our Facebook groups. Hello, hello.
Hey
All
y'all.
right, y'all. We are live, all the way live. Hey, kicking it. Is that Dorian?
Hi,
Hey, beautiful.
Dorian. We
Hello,
love
Snoopy.
you.
How y'all doing? So welcome to day 9
Yes.
of our relationship challenge, our
Yeah.
10-day relationship challenge. Y'all been keeping up? We've been covering some juicy stuff. Hey,
Hi,
crazy
Crazy
Kimmy.
Kimmy.
Yeah, so we've been covering some really juicy things the last 10 days. And today is day 9.
Yes.
So we're going to talk today about trust.
Yeah.
Hey, Russ Mooney, I
Hi,
see you
Russ.
in there. Hello.
Hey, BK Wesley.
Yes, today we are talking about trust. How many of you have your trust metric says I trust people until they show me that they can't be trusted?
Till they give me reason not to. I'll trust you till you give me reason not to.
Put a 1 in the chat or give us some hearts. If that is how you deal with trust, let us know. Put a 1 in the chat. Me, I see you, K12. Hey, Frenchie.
Hi, Frenchie.
Right? You go in, you trust people. When they hurt you, you start deducting. You start out with 100% trust. I see you. Yes, you start out with 100% trust, and when they hurt you or they don't come through for you, you start deducting.
Yep.
Right? How about if we tell you that is the worst metric for trust?
That'll get you hurt quick and often. Quick and often. And can you believe so many of us have been moving from that space?
Yeah.
And then when the person hurts us or does something that is damaging, we are really shocked.
Yeah.
Like we are shocked that they would do this.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if we said to you, it is about being able to assess their worthiness for trust in the area that you would like to trust them in. So, whatever you want to trust them in, do you have evidence? Do you have clarity that they are worthy of that trust?
So let me give you an example. When you went and got your driver's license, did they just give you a driver's license to see how you could drive? Or did you have to go through a test and prove that you could drive before you could get your driver's license? Hey, Eddie. Hey, Nayla.
Hey.
Right? Did they just hand over the driver's license and say, we trust you, go on out there and drive, but if you get an accident, you're going to lose points until we take away your license? No. Right? You have to prove.
You have to show evidence that you have competence in this area. So, because we know some of y'all real brilliant, real smart.
Mm-hmm.
This is not an opportunity for you to be a test squad with every individual that you're in relationship with.
Exactly. That part.
What it is, though, is to say, if you want to trust someone, let us say you want to trust someone with your car. Mm-hmm. We use this example a lot. You want to trust this person with your car. What is the evidence that you are aware of that says they can be trusted, first of all, with someone else's stuff? Mm-hmm. Second of all, with someone else's stuff that's of that value. And how do they treat their own vehicles?
That part.
If this is someone who has lost their privileges with points, they've never owned a vehicle, they're always wrecking other people's vehicles, they get tickets all of the time, and they are in a bind and they need to borrow your car. Mm-hmm. You don't base your answer on, well, that's my cousin.
Right.
That sure gonna get you in some trouble. Mm-hmm. Well, that's my friend. That's sure gonna get you into trouble. Mm-hmm. Because they're gonna show up the way they show up. Mm-hmm. What you look at is, have they shown a level of worthiness in the area of competence and evidence that they can be trusted with my vehicle based on how they have treated their stuff, other people's stuff.
They want to borrow money. Are they known for borrowing money from people and not paying it back? Or have they shown, if they prove that if you lend them some money, they will pay you back and you don't have to chase them down?
And let us give you a hint. You know how, especially when you like
Hey,
somebody.
Shantae. Hey,
when
Felicia.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, Eddie.
Especially when you like somebody, right?
Mhm.
They cute. You like them. Did I say they were cute?
Mhm.
You like them. So you're hearing stories
Yeah.
and dynamics that they've been in with other people that are giving you evidence of who they are and how they show up and what they are able to be trusted with. And then you say, oh, but that's not going to be me. They wouldn't wreck my car. They know how important my car is to me getting to work. They know I'm a single mom and I need to make this happen. They know that I'm a provider and I only have one car. They wouldn't be negligent with my car, especially because they're cute and I like them. That's not the measurement that you want to use, because that often gets us in trouble because the person doesn't have competence in the area that we want them so much to be competent in.
Mhm.
You're wanting that for them.
Yeah.
Is not going to render that true. Hey, don't shoot the messenger. don't look at us like that. We see you.
Yeah.
Don't look at us like that.
Yeah.
How about when you're in a relationship and something happens that comes against trust?
Yeah.
Something happens that rocks the boat. And contrary to popular belief, ladies and gents, infidelity is not the only thing
That's true.
that can rock you to the core when it comes to trust. By no means is it the only thing.
There's a lot of termites.
Lot of things.
Lies. Ooh, lies.
Inappropriate boundaries.
Ooh.
Like there are so many things with family,
Yes.
etc. There are so many things that can diminish trust in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But when you've had a major breach, do you know what to do to rebuild?
How do you build trust? It's a little term called attunement. You know, everything we do is scientific. We you know, this is a Gottman technique, right? Dr. Gottman, and he speaks about attunement. How do you attune in a relationship to build trust?
Yeah. Can we give you a hint? Don't shoot the messenger. Saying sorry is not the end all of rebuilding trust.
Ooh.
So sometimes what gets us in worse trouble is when something happens and one of the partners is like, well, I said sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I told you I was sorry. What more do you want?
Get over it. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Why are you still holding on to it? That, if you've ever been in a dynamic where you've experienced this, you know that doesn't work. But here's the thing. We often haven't been taught what does work. We know that certain things are not working, but we don't really have the right screwdriver. We know the flathead is not doing it with this nail.
Yeah.
But we don't even know a Phillips exists. We just know that what we got ain't working.
Yeah.
And we keep using what we got because it's better than just standing there looking at the screw, hoping that it will do what it does on its own.
Yeah.
In relationships, both of those options cause a lot of damage.
Yeah.
Doing nothing and doing something that you know is not working, they cause damage.
Yeah.
So we know a lot of you may have never heard this term before, which is why we do what we do in Heart of the Matter conversations, because we are so ready for people to have the understanding that there is more than just being mad at each other for 2 or 3 days. You got options.
2 or 3 days. How about
Weeks,
months,
years? Yes, there are people that are mad at each other for years and they are still in the same house,
still married,
sometimes still sleeping in the same room.
Some of y'all might know some people that's been married a long time.
And they're still married and still mad about things that have happened that have breached the trust because they could not figure out how to attune. They didn't know that concept even existed.
And the word attune is an interesting word, right? You think tuning instruments, right? Bringing harmony back into the relationship.
Or building it from scratch, because sometimes it's burnt to the crisp, or you didn't have it to begin with.
Yeah.
And now you've got an opportunity. You can say, we didn't have it to begin with. We got to build something new.
Right.
Or we had it, we broke it, and we got to build something new, something that is sustainable, something that's built with some real steel, right? So you're talking about being aware of the other person's emotions, turning towards them.
We talked about that yesterday, remember?
Right? Turning towards them, making it clear that you understand what is happening with your partner.
Not being defensive. And once you understand their feelings, it's not about you defending yourself, right? It's about you respecting their emotions. So not being defensive.
Yeah. And being empathetic. Remember, just because you've done something to hurt someone or they've done something to hurt you does not make you instant enemies.
Right.
It makes you instant wounded folk.
Yeah.
Makes you wounded, but it doesn't mean that you're enemies. So if you move from that moment in war of being enemies, and that's what your behavior brings, then you never get to really resolve, reconnect in a way that's meaningful.
Right.
When we come together on the 23rd of July for Heart of the Matter for couples, we are going to talk about some of this stuff and give you the opportunity to really connect with some things that may have happened in your relationship.
Or things that may be happening
now. And how to really reconnect and attune. New words, new tools. It's like that new handy drill, right? That you see at Home Depot and you're like, woo, this drill has every drill bit you could think of. When you get excited like that, that's what it's going to feel like, because now you don't have to have an instant doghouse for her and him.
Right.
You've got tools to make sure everybody stays out of the doghouse and just lives in the house.
Yes.
Amen.
Amen.
And for those of you who are single, on the 24th, we're going to talk about what trust looks like in dating. What does it look like to build trust in dating? Who should you trust? How should you trust? How do you trust after being burnt because it wasn't being done the right way?
Yeah.
It's going to be so yummy.
Yummy. So y'all listen, the link to register for the Heart of the Matter Mystery Weekend is in our link trees. It's being dropped in the chat. I'm going to go ahead and pin it. Listen, check us out. This is what you need in your relationship. Make it a gift to your relationship and bring your partner, and we have fun. This is all about gaining the tools, having some fun, and leaving in a better state
Yes.
with new tools in your toolbox
Yes.
to work forward, to move forward in
Yes.
your relationship, strengthen your relationship.
And if you're single and you're like Dr. Nicole and Crystal, so listen, child, I keep putting bait out there and my line comes back empty.
Or
Or
I'm putting bait out there for a bass and I keep catching catfish.
y'all know what it is. It's time to do something new. It's time to do something new. And ladies and gentlemen, you don't know what you don't know until you know it. And always remember, wherever you go.
You go.
So it's time to do something a little different.
Yes.
And we are going to have so much fun. Now, here's the thing. This is not going to be a scenario where it's 50 of us in a room,
Right.
100 of us in a room. This is a small, intimate immersion. We will be together for the day. We will eat. We will laugh. We will snack. We will practice.
Yeah.
We will practice. You'll know what that means when you get with us. And we're going to have a good time. We are looking for 10 couples and 20 singles. That's how small and intimate it's going to be, so that when you leave, you really do feel transformed.
Yeah.
And if you're in a relationship, you're like, babe, hold this bag because I got so much from this. We're going to both need to hold bags walking out of here. We got so many tools.
Yeah.
If you're single, you're going to be in that space of, oh my goodness, I had no idea. I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
And it's going to show up so much differently for you. So this is day 9. Tomorrow is day 10.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
All right, y'all. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Have an amazing evening.